Okay, hello and welcome back. So, today the developers have scheduled a Citadel defense, and I did came to the system here a bit earlier to record this and to fight those stations while they are intact. And well, this event isn't quite what I expected it to be. I expected something similar to the event at the ending of the first open beta at Kedama, but this turned out to be a lot different. A lot different in terms of, well, you will see there's going to be less players, and of course, there's going to be way less teamwork, which I'm surprised to see happen. I did expect to see players work together, but that wasn't the case this time around. And overall, I mean, it could have been a fantastic event, but overall, I think the lack of teamwork kind of ruined it for me. But I don't know. It's okay, I guess. It was good. Like I did have a good time. There is also some really good screenshots, some really good pictures that you're going to see here, especially at the sun, where the developers have first located. Pretty much here. A bit later on, there's going to be a really good picture with the developers, and you'll see it. By the way, this sun looks really good. And these are the three citadels. One of them is on the sun, and the other two are in a close proximity to the planets. And overall, I think this could have been a really good event. And I am recording this pretty much after the event. I was trying to do something, but unfortunately, the the situation over there was really weird, and players were shooting at players instead of shooting developers, and that made this a lot more difficult than it should have been. There were a couple of fleets, a couple were well organized fleets killing everyone, and uh, that's one of the things that kind of did interrupt the process of taking out the bases and shooting the developers, of course. And well, that pretty much I think summarizes the entirety of the event. Now again, the whole presentation of it is really good. The frame rate was really good. The game stability was amazing. I did not experience a single lag and a single frame drop. Now, I think this is the fleet that was well organized. Of course, not all of them is here because this is pretty much before everything started. But I think these guys were those who jumped in, and they jumped in with a lot of these battle cruisers, and they pretty much killed everything from the players to the developers. And if you were not in that fleet, well, you pretty much risked getting sniped. They have really good range on their weapons. I think they shoot over 100 kilometers, since I did see them snipe. And I think those ships they were really organized, and they pretty much I think did the most damage in this event. So pretty much if you're a player that went there solo like me, you pretty much did not stand a chance to do anything besides watch and just watch, I guess. Besides just watching, and in some instances I did try to attack, but I was immediately locked and I had to disengage a couple times. And that's pretty much how this whole event turned out to be. Unfortunately, again, it's not the same as it was with Kanama, but I think it was a good stress test. The servers held out really nicely. The game held out really nicely. There were no issues with the game. And the loot was also really good. I think people would be. I think they were actually fighting over the loot a lot, since I did kind of leave in the end a little bit earlier because there was nothing going on over there pretty much, and I couldn't do anything besides just watch in most instances, and I just decided to retreat. Definitely, the server definitely held out. I think it peaked around 300 players. After that, people started to slowly leave, and the server did withstand 300 people, and the server did withstand, the game did withstand 300 people. So pretty much everything was pretty okay. Little to no problems. Like I said, I did not have any frame drop. My frame rate was pretty stable, and I even recorded, and because of that, I think the frame rate was really good, and there were no issues, performance issues at all. But again, that Manticore fleet there, a bomber fleet. I think all of them actually got destroyed. I don't know. There were lots of bomber wrecks laying around, so I guess they did not live long, because the developers there, they were flying battleships, Nightmares, Macarials, and Barghasts, the flying spatula. That ship. There are going to be really good pictures that I did take with those ships near the sun, and they're definitely worth checking out. And later on, I will have to get myself some new modules, and I'll slowly prepare myself for the actual ending event that they will probably have. I don't know what ship I'll be flying. I can already expect that there is going to be a ending event on the 15th of July. And again, looking forward to see what they'll come up with. And of course, I'm looking forward for a lot more players, since I think personally it did not feel the same as with Kedama. With Kedama, it was actually really good. You did have over 600 players at one point, and that made you being a target almost almost non-existent. Like if you were a primary between 640 players, then yeah, that's bad luck. But currently here, being a primary is, well, it does happen. I did see people getting podded and destroyed left and right from both players and from both developers, and that's kind of, I don't know. I did expect a lot more teamwork, but people were after other people, and that's mostly what happened here. Now there's that Barghest. He has that pirate symbol there, and I will try to get some good pictures. Now, if I were to engage those, yeah, I'd be dead. I would be dead without much of a doubt. And thankfully, I did not engage them right now, and I'm already kind of very far away from them anyway. So assaulting them now would be pretty, well. It would not be smart. And they have also these drones. They're fully faction fitted. They have some really fantastic loot, which you have to be in one of the biggest fleets to catch. Now this Barghest looks really damaged, and yeah, this ship is inbound to be destroyed or exploded. They are using missiles, of course, and yeah, there we go. They one-shot everyone, pretty much. They one-shot everyone, and that's kind of ridiculous. That's very ridiculous, actually. And this is like the scenery here that they choose for this is amazing. The ships definitely look really good. The background is fantastic. The battle at the sun, I guess. And they pretty much one-shot most ships. You have to be really fast to evade those things. And of course, they are fully faction fitted. So yeah, as you can see, this Drake here, brave pilot for approaching them, he does not stand a chance. He is getting absolutely wrecked. There we go. He got absolutely destroyed. He did not stand a chance against these. They destroyed him quickly. Now this Barghest looks like it's on. I think it's on hull on our armor, but getting to that thing is gonna take a while. They hit like a truck, and you don't wanna get hit by these since the Barghest destroyed. Well, there goes one of them. There goes one of them. Okay, well then, I guess it will be time to let's see, warp somewhere else. Okay. Oh. Well then, like I said, there's going to be some really good pictures there. There is one of them, a battleship. How do you call this? A battleship ball? I don't know. But they are in a formation, I think, and yeah, they're all clumped up together. Interesting. Well, this is definitely a good screenshot. It will be definitely good thumbnail. That's for sure. Okay, I see one of them armor fitted. Okay, well they have lots of these Macarials laying around. Those ships are looking good, and of course there is the famous Nightmare. Interesting. Yeah, they are definitely in a formation, so far that I can tell. So far, I can tell that because the way that they are lined up their information. Look at that. Look at that. Flying in information. Nice. I wish that the players were as organized as they are at the moment. We might have stand a chance against them, but well, sadly that did not happen. Like I said, if there were more players, like if there were 600 players, then they would pretty much work. Then players would work as a team. But since we did not have that many players this time around, because this is just a Citadel test, not the final test, they did not. Well, not many joined. But it's okay, I guess. And they're slowly warping out. Oh, okay. They are going to the, I think, to the next base. Interesting. Well then, let's. I guess I will follow. I guess I will follow. uh, definitely, this definitely did not end up well, in terms of it didn't go as I have expected it to go. I hope that the next event will be a lot better than this one, since this was kind of, well, you could just watch, but you couldn't engage, because if you were to engage, then there is a high possibility that you would get shot down, which is alright. I guess that's how they decided to run this event. And well then, I will in a moment I will warp out from this position, and I will go and hop on, I think, on the sun. I don't know where I actually will go, but I'm actually on the sun at the moment, but who knows where I'll go next. Okay. Let's see. I think I'll warp to the planet. Now, I was in a fleet, but that fleet, well, um, well, again, we were not organized as much as I would like to be. And again, it's alright. Anyway. Okay. I mean, this could have been such a good fight if more people came, but I guess those who were in the fleet, they had fun, since they pretty much killed 95% of ships on the field. Now here I thought about jumping on this thrasher, but I decided not to, because why would I? Since this is a player versus developer event, which turned out to be a player versus developer, something along those lines, which is kind of weird. Okay, let's. Uh, I'm actually playing the game here in the background as I record this, since I first recorded this that you see on the. I recorded first what you see on the video, and then I voiced it over, because I couldn't do it while I was pretty much playing the game. Right, well, warping at the planet I see. Definitely, this could have been so good, and I think it's more of a missed opportunity at this point, but I guess it's alright. As they say, you can't get them always. Okay. Well then, they are still at the station there. I could have just rushed towards them, but I would be an easy kill actually if I were to do that. This ship, while it is good, this bomber is good, but it is not tanky and definitely not suitable for this. This is one of our alliance members. He got podded and he got popped really quickly there. There is a Barghest that's still intact though, and he is aligning to the station. They're just sitting there not doing anything. And if you were to attack these Barghests, yeah, you would have a bad time, since they can pretty much one shot, and yeah, that's not fun. Okay. Hmm. They are buffing each other. Okay, well that's interesting. Well then, still at still at the station, still cloaked. At the moment, I can't do anything. I have to say though, the effects are really nice. Now this battle cruiser is about to have a very bad day. You will see a lot of people getting shot down, which is, I mean, most of them were actually shot down by the developers themselves, which is interesting. And again, also a big majority of them also got shot down by the players, which again is kind of weird, but I guess okay. This one is, I think this one is actually getting pretty close. Yeah, he is really close to them. Yep, he is about to get potted. He is about to get potted and popped. But while the battle cruisers definitely can take a hit, uh, you just don't stand a chance against these against these battleships. They are truly truly superior ships in all perspectives. Respect, and of course respectfully so, since they are after all faction battleships. And I did think to bring my battle cruiser there, but I decided not to because, well, I did not want to get primary. I would be primary obviously if I brought my if I did bring my battle cruiser, especially since I'm nearing the pretty much I'm nearing the 3000 mark DPS on it, and I sure as hell don't want to lose that before it's time to lose it, and it is pretty much near the end. Now I mostly, like I said, did fly left and right, and of course I did also engage. Some of them when the opportunity showed, and I did fire a couple torpedo volleys, but it didn't do much damage to them. They are after all super tanky, and that's kind of, well, I mean, this could have been such a good event if all players would focus on the players, but if all players would focus on the developers. But we didn't do that. We did not do that. They focused on players. Oh well, I should have expected that, but it's alright. I mean, it was still nice to watch. I'm definitely going to return to the next when they do the finale of this open beta. I'm definitely going to go there and pretty much maybe just watch, because I'm definitely not going to shoot if not many people join. I don't wanna get potted, right? Even though I know it's a beta test and it doesn't matter if I get potted or not, but I just don't wanna get potted. And because of that, I will pretty much I'll take one of I don't know what ship I'll take. I think I'll take the destroyer and just fly around. Why not? That's one of the things that I will do. And so far, I can definitely tell you, the developers are well organized. They are doing a good job. They're doing a better job at being organized than than we as players, which is kind of funny. But we will see how the next event will progress to be. And there we go. Is this a rattlesnake? I think it is actually a rattlesnake. That's the first rattlesnake that I've seen in this game. I don't know if there are more of them. I have actually no idea if there are more of them. That's just one that I saw during this fight. Even though it is more of a, I don't know. It is a really weird fight. I'll tell you that it was a really weird fight, since most players, they definitely did not shoot the objective. Those who tried to shoot the objective, they got lasered down, and that's gonna. I guess I don't know. I expected this event to go in a different way. This succubus is definitely not in the best position. The only thing that's saving it at this moment is its superior speed, and I think they have a hard time tracking it. Who knows, maybe they just pop it, but so far I see that its shield is still up. Okay, sorry for the weird cut. Something happened in the background. Well, this succubus is definitely running for his life, which is kind of which is kind of interesting. And they actually still managed to track him down, even though he is actually moving at a very high velocity, and he actually does have quite a decent range advantage over them, which is interesting. Well, and they still managed to hit him, even though he is over 100 kilometers away from them. That's a overpowered range that they have. I don't know what's the DPS on those developer ships, but I can already guess that their DPS is kind of crazy. How crazy though? I don't know. All I know is that their DPS is crazy, since they can. I mean, you could see that Drake getting melted within seconds of warping in. So you can kind of guess how deadly those developer ships are, which is yeah, which is very interesting. And I'm really curious to see how many of these ships cost. I think 6 billion per piece or something. I don't know. That's based on the previous beta. In the previous beta, each of these ships was a couple of billions. I think 8 billion was per piece. I don't know. I'd say 8 billion per piece or per ship, should I say, which is by no mean a small number. That's actually a lot. And well, let's. Oh my god! And they use these drones that give me anxiety because these drones can uncloak me. And I think I even saw sentries. I'm not quite sure. I think there were sentries in. Hopefully there's no sentries, but I don't know. I think that there are sentries in the game. Okay, well, that's a sphere there. Not a bubble, but a support sphere. I think that's increasing weapon damage, armor, and shield resistance and stuff like that. And let's see what will happen now. My fleet, in my fleet currently here, I'll be honest, we are totally not in the. We are totally not organized. That's a fact. And this nightmare is taking some damage, taking some heavy damage. I don't know if he's going down. I think we need a lot more people to take down those ships, since they are super tanky, and they do a lot of damage. And of course, can they kill me? Of course they can. They can one shot me, which kind of sucks. But I guess it is part of the game, so it is what it is. And they stopped shooting at them. Imagine if one nightmare can take out all of these players. Now, I did speak about the fleet that was killing everyone. Yeah, they are also here somewhere. They were flying these new battle cruisers, and yeah, you can already imagine, like I did say this before. Imagine what 10 of these battle cruisers in a fleet can do. And I can already guess they were really organized, and they did pop a lot of players. And actually, I don't know if they popped any. I don't know if they popped any developer. I think the developers actually self-destructed, and no one actually took them out, which is weird in its own way. Warp drive active. And I warped off here because I just had to. Well, I just have to check out all of these bases. Now I'm going back on the sun there, and definitely a really. How do I say this? A really weird experience. Now on the sun, you are going to see most podded people. There is also that base there that is stationed around the sun, and it is only visible. It is only visible from the sun, and you can jump on it only from the sun, I think, because it's not visible on the overview. Okay, let's see. Where should I go? Well, through these bases, let's warp at 100. Now, definitely not a eventful event, even though it is in the name event. Something needs to happen, right? Well, nothing much happened. besides me just warping left and right, having some really nice pictures and kind of stuff like that. Alright, what is this? Well, they are definitely... Well, this station looks empty, although I don't dare to uncloak. Oh, yeah, there is the battlecruiser that I mentioned earlier that was caught, yeah. Well, his shield will not save him from this. Yeah, he is doing little to no damage to that nightmare. Although people are shooting the nightmare, but they aren't doing that much damage. Sadly, because that ship is just that tanky. And there we go. He lost his battlecruiser. Oh man, that was painful to watch. That couple billion poof like that. Since that ship is really expensive, that faction battlecruiser is really expensive, and you don't want to lose them. Losing them really hurts a lot, and I killed a couple of them. I did not lose a battlecruiser so far. I don't plan on losing it, since in majority of my time, I will not even fly it, because flying it is kind of, I don't know, it is risky if you're flying a solo battlecruiser in nullsec and lowsec, since that's literally asking to lose. That's asking to lose it, and my advice would be do not fly these expensive ships in fleets like these. In the end, I might pull my battlecruiser to a certain position, I don't know. But in the end, I think that I will pop up with a, not a battlecruiser, but I'll pop up definitely either with this destroyer, or I pop up with a bomber again, I don't know. It depends. People are truly afraid of the bombers, and well, that's gonna be interesting to see how I will handle that situation. Now this destroyer got webbed, and well, he is still getting webbed. And yikes, if he survives this, good job to him, since majority of these ships definitely did not survive this. Most of them get popped really easily, or if they're not popped easily, they are already kind of popped. Okay, there is this nightmare, excellent. He is shooting at the players, alright. Makes me think if I should just, you know, rush them, but I think that's not a smart idea to do. So I will smartly, I think I'll disengage. I mean, for me to decloak myself and to attack them, I definitely have to have a lot of players around to make myself not visible that much. But without many players around, I am definitely not going to do anything of that sort. I need more players to be around the ship. I need more people to shoot at the battleship in order for me to hop in and to join the fight. Because if I just attack right now, then I'd be dead. But well, let's see what happens. I will rush this one because I think I will be safe. Hopefully I am not wrong, and I'm not doing much damage at all. Well, I'm not doing too much damage to him. 577. Yikes, that thing is tanky. Okay, I'm thinking if I should cloak myself now, because I think that yeah, I'll just cloak, and oh, the Citadel uncloaked me. Well, that means time to warp out. Just to be safe, since people are definitely going to look to shoot a bomber. Everyone is after those bombers, and there we go. I am warping out, and I am cloaking myself. Very nice. I survived. That was my first assault. First assault, and did not do too much damage to that thing. There weren't too many players around, and well, I know I risked it. I know I said that that I will not attack until there is lots of players. But well, at least to shoot something here in this whole Citadel defense and Citadel attack. Well then, I can definitely tell you that the developers are definitely doing a good job at defending the Citadel. We cannot even scratch that thing. That's interesting. That's interesting and expected from well-organized teams. Okay, lots of pods here. A lot of people died from other players, by the way. Most of the kills actually came from other players shooting other players. The developers did also have a decent kill count. I mean, they had a full-on faction battleship fit and full-on faction battleship team. Yeah, that is. Oh, there we go. There are the battle cruisers below on the lower level, on the lower left of the screen. Definitely, yeah, they are there. They have really long range. I guess they have really good skills. They have maxed out skills, which I will have also, since I am pretty much skilling those skills to be maxed out, and I think they should be ready for one of the next videos to be around. Okay, let's see what I can do. This one is... oh, he is webbed, he is scrambled, he is getting destroyed, but again, don't worry. Don't worry, he is still full health, believe it or not. Okay, I think I will assault this one. I will jump on this one, I think. Okay, locking on, rushing now. This is what I'm doing. What I'm doing right now is very stupid. I'm doing something really stupid. I am assaulting that nightmare with a bomber, and yeah, if any one of those did see me, and if anyone of those starts to lock me, then I am pretty much done for, since I am the closest to... oh my god, I'm the closest to the... well, I am about to get assaulted. I am about the one to get destroyed here. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. He locked on. Time to warp out. Time to get the hell out of here, because if that nightmare starts to shoot me, I am done for. Okay, well, yep, warping out. Good. I survived this one. Well, definitely not a good position at all. Obviously not a good position at all. And yikes, I risked a lot there, and if I were 1 second too late or too early, I think I'd be dead, since I think they can track me up that close, since they are actually... I think they cannot miss. I think they have maximum tracking, so they are still going to pretty much shoot you and hit you, even though if you are very close and very fast, they are still going to hit you. Well, this is like I said, this event could have been very good, but unfortunately it ended the way it is, and it does, and it's still like that, but it's still a good stress test. The servers definitely held out really good, and they definitely proved to us that they are good developers. I mean, they did make the game properly, and of course there are some minor bugs that need to be fixed, but they are quite minor, and pretty much I think that would be it for this. It was so far. I mean, I enjoyed watching the combat. I am kind of disappointed that I did not have a chance to shoot at them a lot, because of the way the enemy fleets were operating. They were pretty much shooting all players around. Bombers were primary. Of course, the bomber will be primary. And, well, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. It was a very good stress test after all. And with that being said, I hope to see you next time. Fly safe and take care.